What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of the Beats, Freaks, Geeks podcast. This episode is very special and it's different due to the current situation that we are in, but we are very excited. My name is Lucy. I'm your host, and today I'm joined by the rest of the Beats, Freaks, Geeks crew, Nick and Noah. Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hello.
And today we're also joined by SP, the Soul Prophet. Hey.
Yo. What's up, y'all?
How's it going?
Doing good. How y'all doing?
We're doing good, trying to keep busy during this pandemic. How are
Busy
you?
like these lights I got in my face.
Right? Strobe light. You got a disco going on in there.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's up with you, SP?
Man, nothing much. Just
about yourself.
Yeah. So, born and raised in Los Angeles, California. Love calling myself an LA native. I love my city. Been to a lot of different cities. Much love, but there's nothing like no place like home. I started doing music when I was about 15 years old. Just digging in records, going through my grandmother's records and records I get from relatives and stuff. Started off with a program called Hip Hop EJ. It was basically like a pre-programmed. It was like pre-made loops, but it taught you like a little bit of structure on how to compose. You had no creativity at all, but it kind of gave me a base. Went from there to like acid, then from acid to Fruity Loops to Reason, and a few external hardware, this and that. I even had a MPC 62, Roger's floppy 3.5 floppy disks, but that got jacked. You know what I'm
saying? Wait. You had the Roger Lynn edition MPC?
Let me show you something real quick. Hold on. Let me show you something.
I don't think I believe this.
Yo, his setup is fucking dope.
Yeah, man, he's got the legit spaceship over there. Nick, where your strobe lights at, man?
I don't have them on right now. That's one thing going on.
We live, right?
Yeah.
We live, right? So it's funny. I just showed my son this. I still got the floppy disk.
Oh wow. Throwback.
Those 3 1/4s, right?
Yeah. I still got my floppy.
Wow.
I'm sorry you got jacked.
That's right. This is how you do a podcast during quarantine right here.
Know what I'm saying?
We're in the 4 corners of LA right now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I got the floppy.
I think we are actually. Well, 3, I guess.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes.
Good. Yeah, I had some like feedback coming in. I thought the aliens was coming down. Thought these lights was calling them. They heard my music. Nah, but I really appreciate y'all for having me on and just kind of documenting some of my journey. I really appreciate y'all been messing with me for quite some time. Especially you lot. I really do value this platform. I hope a lot of more people hop on and jump in on the Beats, Freaks, Geeks bandwagon, because it's a solid crew. You all are dope. I'm just glad to be a part of this and something that's documented with y'all.
Oh man, we appreciate you. Thank you, man. Couldn't do it without you.
What do you appreciate most about Beats, Freaks, Geeks? Like, how much has it helped you in your journey?
Well, the versatility. It's a lot of creative people come through. A lot of creative people pass through, and it's an awesome atmosphere. And I feel like me, I've always been, a little different. Meaning, I get along with a lot of people, but you guys have a crowd that's kind of fitting to like literally the title, Beats, Freaks, and Geeks. Freaky when it comes to these beats, you know what I'm saying? These dudes whatever turn knobs. You know what I'm saying? I had to take my glasses off. I think that might help me being a geek. And then I took calculus, AP calculus in high school. You know what I'm saying? And some people may not know, I used to be an aircraft mechanic. So I graduated, got my MP, to be certified aircraft mechanic. So I guess that, I just like everything that y'all do. It feels like a club that I belong to.
That's what's up, man.
Yep. In addition to that, I do radio with Delicious Vinyl Deaf Eye Radio. I'm a radio personality there. I teach youth as well about music production. I've taught with Music LA. He's like my mentor, Sebastian Elkaby. He's been, taking me under his wing, teaching me a lot about, how to really communicate to youth who really need this outlet and to kind of combat social justice and stuff, using music as a tool and a hook to really give them an opportunity to really speak to the masses. So it's a lot I've been involved in, been blessed, meeting a lot of great people, like V-Love, JU, the whole Deaf Eye squad. Just thankful, man, and blessed that I have really a lot of good people around me, including my family that are supportive of what I got going on.
Thanks.
So let's get into the creative mind of the Soul Prophet. Take us through like a timeline of how the inspiration for a beat comes to you, and then
man, y'all got that much time? No, man. No, I can kind of, if I'm listening to a song, I get inspiration from the things around me. Obviously, like I have the lights and stuff going on, like lights, visuals, aromas and stuff like that. But for me to really kind of dive in and get into a creative space is really just the energy that I feel that when it's time to really be creative, I kind of just embrace those moments. Not every time, like say for instance, if I don't feel like doing music, I still do something like try to create new snares or, play with different samples, turn knobs on different keys and just kind of find inspiration that way, or dive into the records and find inspiration from, the greats that have already had their stuff put out there and published. Like when people put stuff on wax, they're putting their best out. So why not study the best and kind of dissect what their mindset was? I try to tap into if I was in that room when they made those records,
right.
Like it's almost like a spiritual thing. Like when I put on a record, it's like I'm tapping in and I'm just soaking in every harmony, every rim shot, every hi-hat. And I can hear and isolate each instrument while the entire thing is playing and like mute the others and just kind of pick it out and just kind of like feel each frequency. It's like, it's dope. Like it's dope. But stuff like that is what kind of gets me inspired to be creative and create more.
Mm-hmm. What would you say is your favorite piece of equipment?
Woo! I got a couple. I'll tell you right now, I got a couple things that I don't have like a favorite because I'm so spontaneous.
Right.
And I don't have just like one thing that I use. Of course, I love the SP404. I have a TC Helicon that's dope. That's dope as hell. This piece of equipment right here. I'm sure if y'all know about that. TC Helicon, check them out. And of course my MPC. I'm a huge Reason head. Like those are typically my kind of my go-to things. This MPK 249, man, it's crazy as hell too. Like the way that it works with Reason, and I guess it works good with any other dog, but I'm a Reason head, so the way that it works with Reason it just fits perfectly. I don't have to format anything. My mutes, my automation, everything works dope. I also have a chord bot. Basically, I'm not a pianist, so I got a crate full of all kinds of nonsense, just like cuss of anything. If I find a stick on the floor, especially right now, I'm gonna spray it with Lysol. I'm gonna pick it up, and then I'm gonna bang it on the wall to see what it sounds like. And then I'll probably take it home, but not. It's just too. I can't limit myself to saying one instrument because that puts me in the box and the way my mind is. I have a couple pieces that I go to, and it just kind of flows. It's kind of like wherever the drums take me, wherever the sample takes me, wherever the keys take me, that's kind of where I go. Sometimes I have an idea and, you know, I get sent into a different direction. So I try not to get stuck like I need to have it this way, because that's how it was when I first kind of started. It was, this snare doesn't sound right. Well, you don't know what it sounds like really until you stack it, till you EQ it, till you do all kinds of things. It's like going to the grocery store, grabbing raw chicken, talking about it don't taste good. Well, you ain't seasoned the damn thing yet. You better put some seasoning on that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right, man. That's the beauty of how you mentioned that, of the creative process, right? It's like so much is in the box, right? Everyone thinks about things in that box, but like you said, you know, you take that snare, it may sound regular to anyone else, but you hear the vision of it. So you add, you turn it into your snare. I think that's what's very, so you touched on that. And that's very important about creating in the creative mind in general. I'm big on, I mean, don't not like templates. I'm kind of stuck in the middle when it comes to templates, because I feel like if I turn on the program and I see the same thing, I'm gonna just like fall out and just like, I'm sick of this shit. Like I probably need to stop doing music. Like when I turn on my dog, like it's blank. I make sure it's completely blank. So each song that I do sounds different. Each track that I do, because it'll inspire me, or hopefully, you know, people hearing it it'll inspire them to kind of do something different. But you know, I just don't like to put myself in a situation where I'm like on one thing. It's just so much good stuff out there where, you know, it's just limitless what you can do with the sine wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, but let's say you're getting on a flight and you can only bring one thing with you. What are you bringing?
Look, here you go. I'm gonna bring my look. All I need is my phone. I'm a beatbox something.
All right.
I
thought he was gonna say the SP.
No, that's exactly what I was gonna say, because like low key, the 404, like you don't even need a turntable. You could hook your phone up to and sample in there. You know what I'm saying? Like there's audio cables you can hook up to your phone. 404 got batteries. I'm taking it on flights, low key, Nolan.
Yeah.
Like no, I've taken it on the flight, and then I'm taking my micro cord too. But the 404 is definitely what I would take. That's my bet. Plus, it's not just because I'm SP Soul Prophet.
Okay.
But it literally is. It's compact. Like I can't lug my 5,000 around. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do that. But if I had one piece of equipment to take on the flight, just take it with me, it would be the 404. Just so much how you can manipulate, and just make sure you have a good SD card. Don't have no with no megabytes. Get you a couple gigs on that.
Megabytes, they still do that?
Megabytes, just pop with this.
All right, let's talk about your new single, Fly. Tell us about that track.
Oh man, yeah, Fly was. I think I made that one at like 2 a.m. I think I made it at 2 a.m. I think I drank some coffee too late, and I just couldn't sleep. But I'm always like, some people they know me for like my hard hitting stuff, but I got a lot of kickback. I'm a chill dude. I'm not rowdy. A lot of my music, like no one knows, is, you guys know, you heard it. Like some of it is kind of like hard kick, hard snare.
I gotta get that break your neck music.
Yeah,
get your neck brace ready.
So right, for real, like I had to be very selective on the first track that I would use, because I have to ease people into the neck pain that they're about to undergo. Okay. I want people. I want to make sure they had the insurance right. You know what I'm saying? So when it's COVID-19 over and everybody working again, and they get the insurance up, then I'm gonna put the slappers on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go in the ER for a different reason.
Chiropractors are gonna be busy.
I know, man. My mind space for that track was just real mellow, and just to do something different. Like, there's some elements of me in that track if you really listen to it in the background. Like I'm not gonna give it away, but if you really listen to that track,
there's certain soundtracks of stuff that I used to watch that are methodically placed in the back. And I make sure I kind of just put a little bit of me in every track for that.
I really. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, what you use a sample in there? Is that from like a movie? I forgot. I'm like trying to. It sounds so familiar, but
yeah, I got a one from. It's actually a TV show.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm gonna give you. But.
Yeah. I forgot what TV is. It's a clown.
The riddles. Yeah, you know what got me about that track, man. The way you place the drops in there, the way you time your drops and you build that tension and that, you know, it's going, and then like the cadence of your rhythm, and then the swing of the track, then it hits, and then that drop comes in, and you put in like the vocal shots and things like that, the samples, and then drops back in. It's just so you, man. It's so
I
so
it,
dope.
man. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Really do.
I just have a question regarding that. Why was it so short? And I only asked that because I really enjoyed it, and I was like, wait, it's pretty short. And I had it just like repeating, and like I really enjoyed it. I was just like, it's just a little short.
I got bills. I need these streams up. No,
That's the secret.
Is that what it is?
Nah, actually, for me, like even when like sections for a verse, I generally do not make music for people to rap. I generally do not make music for people to sing it. If it makes you feel like you want to sing or rap, that's dope. And if you feel you want to use it, that's even dope too. But when I'm creating, I create without whatever you know, vibe or emotion or the energy is telling me that, hey, this song only needs to be 2 minutes and 15 seconds, so be it. Or if I have something that's 4 minutes and 25 seconds, so be it. It's just whatever I felt at that time. That's just what it was. I didn't have a set plan on ending or shortening, but that concept of short tracks, more streams, yeah, I think that's the thing.
Is it?
I'm gonna make it shorter. The next track I'm gonna drop
30 seconds. 30
nah,
seconds.
man, 3 seconds, bro. 3. Wow. You're like, put it in silence.
Wait, don't you need like 30 seconds for it to count though as a stream? Isn't it like a little time, like 15 or 30 seconds? I think
that thing gonna be 32 then.
Yeah.
Nah, I just playing.
So now, can we expect a full project soon?
Oh yeah. I have a lot of stuff. I'm actually so it took a while for me to get that one out. I'm gonna tell you why. I've talked to a lot of great people, and I've been supported and by a lot of great artists who tell me, you know, hey, get this project out. One thing that, you know, artists have an issue with, and I'm probably the biggest one with that, is just me. I love constructive criticism, but every track is my baby. I would hate to release something, have it play, and be like, man, I should have added this or that on. So like, I always hoard my beats, and just in my head, like I literally don't need a radio or an iPod. Like all the music is in my head. Like even the stuff that I've listened to as a child, like just walk around, click in my mouth, beatbox and sing, whatever. Like I'm just real critical about that. But at this point in time, with all the showcases I've done, it's like, who cares? Just get more out. I have so many tracks. Like I'm just gonna just put stuff up. And that's something I promise other people. And I've got a lot of stuff that I'm going to be releasing one by one. Project is definitely coming. Project is definitely.
Good to hear. We're looking forward to it, man.
Do we have a date?
No dates. I'm gonna just slap it on y'all neck. You know what I'm saying? You'll know the date. Look, you'll know the date because you're gonna wake up to an earthquake, and that's when my album releases.
That's where them damn murder hornets came from.
Man, that was me. That was me EQ on the kicks. You know what I'm saying?
How many tracks can we expect?
Probably on the first one, I'll probably do something around maybe like 10 or so. I'll probably do something like 10 on the first one. And then, you know, just keep going after, but 10 actual tracks, but I'm working on you got to do storytelling too. I love storytelling, and I want my albums to actually take you to a real journey. Like from the beats of my showcases, they take you somewhere, but they're so different and apart and separate. They're in their own world. So when you do albums, they're actually telling a story. So I really want to put a project together that tells my story. So elements
very cohesive.
Yeah, man, it got to be strategic. So, like, you know, just talking about the struggle from like, you know, growing up, hopping, you know, from like house to house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and my brother, we grew up. We didn't have a lot of shit, but we made what we had count. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she used to hustle. So her grind is embedded in me, which is why, you know, I have, you know, the drive I have for doing, you know, what I do for work and making sure I you know, make something out of the music, meaning get it out so it inspires others. Because it came to a point in time to where I was actually going to quit because I love it, but at the same time, you know, what is it really providing for the household? You know what I'm saying? It's good to be creative. And in the creative process, for people that are not creatives, it looks like you ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like it could, like you could be listening to a record but breaking it down in your mind, or you're wiping off like me, you know what I'm saying, like dusting off records and stuff like that. It could really look like you're really not doing anything, but it's a process and there's meaning to the madness and analyzing. I just really want it to be big. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than any project that I could ever put out. The main goal is just to inspire somebody like how I was. That's the bigger picture. That's what I'm after. That's the reason why I got into teaching youth. That's the reason why, you know, I still do it and kind of, you know, getting in with my daughters and stuff, pass something along that stretches beyond my lifetime. So that's why I'm like, you know what? This COVID-19 stuff really woke me up, because if I die tomorrow, I have music that nobody's ever gonna hear, which would be a sad situation. So I'm like, let me get this shit out. Let me get it out. Let me throw it out.
It's hard to put out.
Describe your sound, and what do you think sets you apart from everyone else?
My sound is, I say, universal in a way that is not of this earth, meaning the universe. Meaning, like, it's something that you can't ping it on one spot. I'm really time traveling when I'm doing my music. It's like I'm communicating in code. I really I feel it's out of body when I'm doing this stuff, you know? So that's a crazy question, because even just asking me that question, I literally just thought I was sitting on another planet looking at y'all, looking down at y'all.
Thanks a lot, Lucy.
I really time traveled on y'all real quick.
The man has become Thanos.
I really, man, like it's crazy.
For
like,
me,
my kids would tell you, my wife, what's up?
Yeah, for me, it's like time stops. I get what you're saying. Like, you're just like, it's kind of like a time machine. I don't know. I just feel like when you do stuff with music, making it like even shows, it just goes by so quick. Like you freaking jump to the future. But
you're right. I think a lot of people don't understand, man. The creative process for if you know, right? For the creative mind, when you're in that zone, you're not on Earth no more. You're like tapped into something that's so far beyond your understanding, because it's all just coming through you. You ever been like so deep in the zone where you're like, I don't even know where these fucking ideas are coming from.
Yeah.
They're just going through you, you know, right?
Yeah.
Because you're connected to something beyond your cognition, man. And a lot of people don't understand how spiritual of a process the creative process is.
Yeah, you got to think like this too. Like, I'll tell you now, my sound, I've been inspired by some of the greats. Like I'm a West Coast native, man, so you know I got to give it up to Battle Cat, DJ Quick, Dre, like Raphael Sadiq, like all of those cats, man, and even like, you know, of course, Dilla, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Madlib, you know, Eric Sermon, like, there's so many Q-Tip. There's just so many producers out there that I've been inspired by. And even lyricists, like, you think of lyricists outside the box, like E40, Mystical. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cats out there that really bet on themselves, which is such a beautiful thing because you really understand yourself and you have that confidence in knowing that you're different and your style is different, but you're gonna do what you do because that's you. You're authentically you. And when I'm, you know, kind of turning knobs or trying to find the next sound, I just have no worry. You know, I have, it's almost like I really care, but I don't care what comes out of it, and I'm not timid on what type of sounds to use. Like I've had tracks with like bagpipes sampled and chopped and like just weird stuff. I could take a donkey sneeze and make it a shake.
Like is that a drop or something?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like just having fun with it, turning knobs.
Is that a drop of Cambodian breast milk?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Put some Valhalla on it.
Get some Italian chest hair and just rub them things together by the microphone. Italiano, Italiano.
Call that the Rocky Balboa.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. It don't matter.
What has been the biggest obstacle in your journey?
The biggest obstacle is just, I would say, just putting my stuff up. That's been the biggest obstacle because, like I was telling you guys, just being in my head thinking, you know, about so much stuff more I want to do with particular tracks. I just have something stacked up that I need to just get it out. And I hear it all the time. People just tell me, stuff, I get the stuff out. And I'm doing just that. I've gotten some finalies and, you know, thank yous and stuff, but that's been the biggest thing to overcome, just to, you know, just get the stuff out, because that's your true feedback, you know, and, you know, it's about inspiring. So hopefully somebody does hear, you know, as I put more and more stuff out. Like I have, you know, the beat set that I did for the Beats Freaks Geeks 2-year anniversary. I have that on SoundCloud, and I have, you know, Fly that I just released, and I got a few other, you know, old things out there, but no true project of mine has been put out, but it's definitely coming soon. So that's been the biggest obstacle.
Okay.
It's funny you mentioned that, SP. I know you and we were talking about that the other day, but being in your own head, right?
Yeah.
And knowing that it's a weird process, you know, when you create. And, you know, Nick, I'm sure you know too, like when you're making stuff, you mentioned like it's your baby. It's hard to put your baby out into the world because you don't want nobody calling your baby ugly. You don't want nobody making fun of your kid, right?
It sound like we talking about going outside with no drawers on.
Right? Yeah. Dude, it is, and you're so right about that. Like me, I attest for myself, and Nick knows, man. I got people, you know, I created Beats Freaks Geeks as a platform because at one point I just wanted to play some beats, right?
Yeah.
Right? I've never played at our own event. 3 years later, I've never done a beat set at an event. I found it so I could play beats at an event.
Yeah, man, we're going to have to fix that.
Right, but no, it's like what you said, though. It's like, you know, it's that creative process, man. You're your own worst critic, you know?
Yeah.
And we're artists. What they say, we're sensitive about our shit.
Yeah,
like you said, though, like eventually you just got to say, like, screw it, and you put it out. You like, there comes a moment in your life where you're just like, I got to put this shit out.
It's like, man, if it's good enough for me to play it a set,
yeah,
man, just put that shit out there.
You got so many tracks that are good. Like, we know that you're good, but like, you know, people tell me my shit's good. I don't know his shit's good, but we're personally, we're just like, it could be better every time. But I think the main goal is just to make it better every time.
You're right,
like,
though. It's like you always feel like because you're always leveling up, right? You're always the process is always evolving. It's never static. So even when you can make a track tonight, you're like, man, that's the hardest shit I've ever made. Tomorrow, you can be like, nah, I ain't fucking with that no more. It's like you're on to the next one. So it just sits there.
Or it's like the more you listen to it, every time you're like, I find something else that I can change.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so
add this, I could remove that.
I know I got some tracks in there that I have like I'll title it by date. And then whatever vibe I'm feeling, and then I'll give it a number. Man, I got some, say for instance, like I did a track called Wednesday. It'll be Wednesday number 1, Wednesday number 2, Wednesday number 3, all the way up to Wednesday number 75. Now, man, I think I'm going up to like 15 versions on one track.
I got like 12 max.
Man. It's funny.
You know, I once heard a dope quote. I forget. It's a shame I don't know who the author of the quote is, but the quote was, "A artist's work is never finished, only abandoned."
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
That's a art quote.
It's never done.
Wow.
It's never done.
Wow, that's my life. I need to do more music right now. I should have when y'all turn the cameras on. I should have been
right.
and then turn around like, oh, hello guys, how are you doing?
Hello, you cool cats.
I didn't even know you were here. I know.
Oh my God.
I didn't know you were here.
SP, one thing I gotta point out. So you're a family man, and one of the recent posts of yours, probably the post of the year. This man's got his little ones jamming on the drums, on the percussion, just getting busy. Are you passing the torch to your kids? Are they taking on the craft, or how's that like?
It's going good. I have my oldest daughter. She is interested in guitar, little piano. Jaya, who is my youngest, today she was playing I have a little like hi-hat and snare set up. She was playing that in the living room today, so I just teach her rhythm notation. They're all in the Jasmine's in it. My son came over today. I'm teaching them how to sample over here, so they all have little parts of me. When they come together, they're basically like the super force.
Hey, man.
Yeah. SP, the soul prophet, and the profiteers.
right. And the crazy part is, like, my wife, she, like, it's crazy. Things we do around the house sometimes, like we'll be cleaning up and stuff, and we just make a song out of everything. So, like even while she's a part of it, like, she'll sing with them and, do stuff like that too. And it's real cool, man. I'm looking forward to them, making their own stuff. But I'm still in the teaching process with them. They're all in. They're in it for sure. They're in it for sure. And I'm passing the torch for sure.
So you got a band there.
I got a band, but I ain't Joe Jackson.
I hope not.
I told you.
SP the Soul Prophet.
Play the beats like I told you to play it.
I said, hey, that ain't a snare, that's a rim shot. Okay? Damn rim shot.
Michael, Jermaine.
Look, coming there with a tambourine. This is Petito.
You got tambourines in there.
Hey man, I got a crate with all kinds of stuff, man. I don't care. I have, man.
Cowbell? You got a cowbell?
Harmonica?
No, I got this from Australia.
Hey.
Man, look here. I got pipes in here, man. I got all. What you need, player? What you need?
Harmonica.
You need a piece of plastic. What you need? Look, I got a stapler. I got all kind of things.
There's a light bulb.
Is that a goddamn cowbell?
Man, I got all kind of things, man.
I want a cowbell.
I got all kind of things. Man.
So SP, I know you.
Hey, there it is.
You've been. we need more cowbell. I know you've been rocking with us for some time, man. One of I want to say for almost 3 years now. You've been one of our OGs in terms of our beginning showcases and us starting out, and we truly appreciate you, man. over the years, I know you've met because we've had so many amazing producers come through our showcase, and you know, just that community that has grown from that. You know, have you had the opportunity to collaborate with any other BFG producers, and what was that process been like? Or, you know, tell us a little about that.
Yeah, I did a collaboration with Bad Snacks app. I've done, let's see, it was her. I think she was the only one I've actually been able to get time to collaborate with. But definitely, like, you know, you guys have a lot of great people that come into the show. A lot of great people. You guys have a lot of heavy people, but she's been the only one that I've been able to collaborate with. And that was a while ago, and she's dope, man. Like, she's crazy. Like, she is, I call her the queen of swing.
I call her Professor Snackarelli.
How did you find BFG?
Oh man, what song that was? Hey, look, that was my speaker. Okay, don't be thinking I didn't eat no beans. Okay, no. How did I find you guys, man? That's crazy. I think I was invited.
Really?
I had to be invited. I think I was invited.
Yeah,
and then I came over. I was
do
like,
these submissions, and then we would do the invites.
Yeah. I'm like, man, yo, you guys' platform, man. I'm telling you, it fits with my personality. You guys are just amazing people. The energy is just awesome, and you know, I'm just glad that, you know, just like you said, we got many more beats and showcases and stuff to put on, man. I'm just glad to be a part of the situation, you know.
Appreciate you, man. So that's about, man. Any last comments? Tell us what's next. You know, bring us home, SP.
Yeah. So I just got a couple things. I basically just got, you know, some advice to any producer that's been out there struggling with putting stuff out. Anybody, artists, it don't just have to be with music. In any platform and everything that you do, bet on yourself. There's a lot of opportunity for you to, you know, put time and effort into a lot of other things, but really take the time to grow you so you can be the better you, the best you that you can, and just shock the world, man, because it's no other person that knows how great you are other than you, and just let the world see it, man. That's to be honest with you, man. That's all I got.
That's right.
You heard it from the prophet yourself.
Yes.
Bet on yourself. Stay
on
yourself, man, and trust the process. Trust the creative process, man. You couldn't have said it better myself, man. You're wise beyond your years, and you're connected to the ether, brother, man. We appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all, man.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. So, Prophet, let everybody know where they can find you on social media, and if you have any projects coming up, where they can find you.
Yo, SP the Soul Prophet. Just that, I'll spell it out. SPTHESOULPROPHET. Once again, that's SP the Soul Prophet. I'm working on burning this fat so I can be SP the Swole Prophet. No, but yeah, that's
right.
But yeah, SP the Soul Prophet everywhere. Man.
That's what's up. Make sure y'all go check out Fly on all of the major streaming platforms. It is a neck breaker for sure. Be on the lookout for more new music from SP the Soul Prophet, man. We look forward to all these future releases. And typically we would have him in the studio dropping a beat set next, but he had to send one over via WeTransfer. So we're gonna add that in and enjoy this 20-minute beat set from SP the Soul Prophet.
But hey, you made it sound like I did a beat set in the alley with like 4 bananas, 2 homeless dudes, and a 7-Eleven cup with half filled with urine and shit.
With a half a coconut.
And a VHS camera. Talk about get it. I appreciate y'all, man.
I appreciate you, man.
All right, now, Lucy, any last words before we depart?
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you're following us on social media for future updates. And what else? I think that's it.
We hope to be out of this lockdown soon and hope to be back in our studio doing our podcast and back to the events and back to bringing the community together. But we appreciate y'all. Thank you for rocking with us. And Beats, Freaks, Geeks, we out.
Peace.
Check. Yo. This thing on. Yo, what's up? It's SP the Soul Prophet. Big ups to Beats, Freaks, Geeks. Got something for your neck bone. Vibe out. Let's get it.
Let's go.
You in tune to SP the Soul Prophet. Big ups to Beats, Freaks, Geeks. Yo, appreciate y'all vibing with me. I'm SP the Soul Prophet, Beats, Freaks, Geeks. Big ups, let's get it.
I'm sorry, mama. I'm irresponsible and humanly responsible. I get money one day,
Beat broke the next.
6 months left for the next bubble check. In the meantime, in between time, I beg DV for a G to write these rhymes. Broken fingers, I speak that hobo language. It's in my blood, pop, brain hopped in the rain and mud. Sleet and snow to get where he had to go. Sleet and snow to get where he had to go. Sleet and snow to get where he had to go. Sleet and snow to get where he had to go.
West Coast shit. SP the Soul Prophet. Big ups, Beats, Freaks, Geeks. Let's get it. Watch out for them people with two faces, y'all. I got something for them. Let's get it.
Watch out for them two faces, y'all. You rock with SP the Soul Prophet. SP. Beats, Freaks, Geeks, let's get it. Watch out for them two faces, y'all.
Ain't a damn thing changed.
Let's get it.
Ain't a
Damn thing changed.
Yeah. Ain't a
Damn thing changed.
Yeah. Ain't a damn thing.
Got that bounce everybody talk about. Let's get it.
Everybody talking about it. I'm sick. Everybody talking about it. I'm
You tuned in to SP the Soul Prophet. Big ups to Beats, Freaks, Geeks. I got that shit that'll confuse your mind a little bit. Let's get it.
Junior here. Yes, he is. Yeah, I'm James Evans Jr.
Let that shit ride.
Well, it's your people. I understand it's your people. But some
You know I got something for your mind, right? It's time to go. SP the Soul Prophet, Beats, Freaks, Geeks. Let's get it. We're going to keep this thing going. Once again, I'm SP the Soul Prophet. Beats, Freaks, Geeks. Let's get it.
Yeah. Only one in there. What's that? So precious. I'm only coming out to play.
Hey.
Nothing more that I hate in this. The wrong impression. You can open your palm, waiting to catch a break. The cards are fall within it. I believe in fate. But what about today? Only one at a time.
Let's smooth this shit out. SP the Soul Prophet. Beats, Freaks, Geeks. Let's get it. Let's smooth it out. Let's keep it smooth for a little bit. Let's get it. Get your two-stepping shoes on. What y'all know about that? Rest in peace, B.I.G. Once again, I'm SP the Soul Prophet. Big ups to Beats, Freaks, Geeks. Let's get it. It was all a dream.
I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr.
The Magic Molly Mall.
I let my tape pop, smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping through the hard. You never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world
Betrayed.
Born sinner, other winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? The raw Juicy B, take a free. Funk Master Flex, love bug star ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good.
little something, something for your neck. Appreciate y'all vibing with me. I'm SP the Soul Prophet. Big ups to Beats, Freaks, Geeks. Let's get it. Uh-oh. Let's get it. Let's get it. I don't know if y'all catch that third snare. Vibe out. SP the Soul Prophet. Beats, Freaks, Geeks.